Let's bring in Senator J.V. Ejercito. He joins us on the line. Good afternoon, Senator. Thanks for making time for us.
Hi,
Yes,
Senator.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Ed, Regine, and Aming. Magandang hapon sa inyo. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
hi.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, anong tingin niyo sa sa mga naungkat so far? Are you satisfied with the findings and the action? Actually, I want to go further pa nga. Are you satisfied with your chances to get questions in? For example, yung isa umamin na nagkakasino siya pero wala ta nakapagtanong kung magkano natatalo sa kanya.
Yun na nga,
3 million daw.
Yes, sir.
medyo at least nasimulan natin, Ed, no? We were able to start.
Yeah.
Kasi wala pa tumatawag kay D.E. Henry Alcantara that time. So it was my turn. I was the first one. At buti na lang, napaamin natin siya na siya po yung nagkakasino. And I was laying down the predicate muna. Inaano natin yung lifestyle nila. Noong mga nitong officials belonging to the notorious district in Bulacan, no? Yung kanilang engineering district. At mukhang inamin niya at kino-confirm niya na talaga nagkakasino sila tulad kasama si Bryce Fernandez, yung DE na ngayon, at yung iba pa. Kaya lang, I wanted to go on. Medyo natutumbok na natin kasi medyo may information tayo about doon sa modus operandi nila Doon sa modus nila on how they were able to give away, kung paano nila, gusto natin malaman kung paano nila ipapamigay na i-award yung mga proyekto at yung mga ghost projects. So, ilan lang naman pala yun, no? Kumbaga sa ilan, kaya lang naapekto ng buo. No? Halimbawa, may 100 projects, siguro ang ghost projects yan, mga 3 lang o 2, pero ito yung talagang pinipera nila. Pero gusto natin malaman yung punot dulo on how they were able to do this, yung kanilang modus, kung paano nila ilulusot. Para nga, hindi na ito maulit muli. No? So, yun yung mga gusto nating malaman. And hopefully, matuto natin yung ginagamit din yung meron tayong information at in-house na raw po ito, yung kanilang sila na mismong gumagawa, sila nagde-decide, isa inihiram na lang po yung lisensya ng mga contractor. So gusto natin malaman talaga yung buong modus para matigil kasi kawawa dito yung mga yung maayos na contractor at maayos sa mga official. I think na nasira ang lahat, no, dahil po sa kanila.
When he was pressed in the House hearing yesterday, Senator, si D.E. Alcantara admitted that he was negligent in all of this, that he didn't go and inspect some of these projects. But I mean, so now he's feigning negligence. I personally find that hard to believe na parang he was saying that, ang dami kasing paperwork, ang dami niyang pinipirmahan, and some of these projects hindi na niya napupuntahan. Is that what does that sound like to you?
Well, siguro yan yung kanyang ginagawang no, yung kanyang narrative na negligence. But I think it's deeper than that. Hindi lang ito negligence. Talagang sa tingin ko, yung pong mga ghost projects that were undertaken were really meant to ito yung sinasabing pang sports, talagang tinitera po talaga nila, no? And I think the industry knows, yung mga ibang DE, yung ibang contractor na talagang naging notorious na rin itong masyado this particular district in district office in Bulacan. And I would have wanted to propound more questions so that we could already get to the bottom of it at malaman talaga yung modus nila. Hopefully in the next hearing, sana pagbigyan na kami ni Senator Marcoleta, the chairman, medyo I think masyado siya naging conscious sa time to be given to us. No? Kaya kung kailan matutumbok na, biglang sabi, wala nang oras, sayang po.
Senator, kahit nakakailang session pa lang kayo, marami nang na-unearth actually ng mga detalye. Saka yung ibang previous reports, meron na rin. Offhand, ano nakikita niyong pinaka pwedeng gawin by way of legislation para mabawasan na tong mga anomalya sa flood control? Ano kaya ang pwedeng i-propose ninyo by way of legislation?
Well, actually, alam mo, Ami, Regine and Ed, meron po akong yung Senate Bill number 2, yung pong final ko po na legislation. Final ko rin ko to ng 19th Congress is the Master Plan for Infrastructure and National Development, no? Sabi ko nga, kung timely ito, especially with all of these flood control, flood project scandal issue ongoing, baka timely na maitulak na po ito, we will be hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Ang plano ko po dito na magkaroon ng comprehensive master plan for all infrastructure projects, lalo na po yung mga big ticket items, so yung railway system, airports, mga energy at lahat pa, at ikasama na rin po ang water management at kasama ang flood control, no? So, ang kailangan po natin dito ay kung ano po ang nasa master plan, it should be followed, no? Na hindi dapat ito pakialaman na ng district at iba pa. Ang nangyayari siguro sa atin ay because of the enormous budget, yung napakalaking budget ng flood control na 350 billion a year, I think all districts would want to have a piece of the pie na lahat ng distrito gusto, meron din silang flood control. Dapat po kung sino ang flood-prone provinces, common sense tells us, dapat ang bulk ng proyekto dapat doon po mapunta. Kaya ito sinusulong ko na kung nasa master plan po, ang kailangan ho natin, especially for Central Luzon na taon-taon na lang dating pinoproblema, Pampanga, Bulacan, Metro Manila, ay we need big flood mitigation projects like floodways, spillways, water impounding reservoir, and pumping stations. Hindi po nangyayari kasi po, pinaghahati-hatian po yung pondo, nangyayari po para slope protection, drainage improvement, and the like. So, hopefully, kung maipasa po natin to, kung ano ang nasa master plan, masunod po natin and maiiwasan na rin po natin itong mga ganitong occurrence, no, of ghost projects and yung mga proyektong pinagpatsi-patsila lamang dahil pinaghati-hatian na po.
Senator JV, I apologize. We've run out of time. We connected with you too late, but we'll have you on the show again another time when you're free. Thank you so much for making time for us today.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Maraming salamat.
Senator.
Thank you very much.